Everyone in the town knew the Clockmaster. Children would press their noses against his shop window to watch tiny gears turn. Travelers would stop just to hear his clocks chime. And every year, during the summer festival, a beautiful melody echoed from the town's clock tower. When that melody played, everyone knew the celebration had begun. Families gathered, friends laughed, and for one magical evening, the whole town felt like one big family. Back then, nobody imagined those days would ever end. But time moves forward. The little town grew, new roads were built, old buildings disappeared. The town became a city. People became busier. The summer festival stopped. The clock tower fell silent. And little by little, the Clockmaster was forgotten. His once famous shop now sat hidden between tall buildings. Most people hurried past without a glance. Some didn't even know he was there. Funny, there was a time when people looked up. Every morning he would sit by his window. Outside, thousands of people passed by, their eyes fixed on their phones, always rushing, always busy, never noticing the old clock shop. Yet the Clockmaster never complained. He simply smiled and continued working. One rainy evening, while cleaning an old drawer, he found something he had not seen in years. A faded sheet of music. The melody from the summer festival. The melody that once brought the whole town together. The Clockmaster stared at the paper for a very long time. Then he smiled. A small smile, the kind that appears when an idea is born. He said, "Perhaps one more gift." From that day forward, the light inside his shop remained on late into the night. People occasionally noticed, but nobody asked why. For months, the Clockmaster worked in secret, polishing gears, repairing mechanisms, climbing the old clock tower after sunset, piece by piece, day by day, until finally, his work was complete. Not long afterward, the old Clockmaster quietly passed away. The city barely noticed. A small notice appeared in the newspaper. A few old customers attended his funeral. Then life continued as normal, just as it always had. A year passed. Then, on a warm summer evening, something unexpected happened. At exactly 6 o'clock, the silent clock tower began to move. Stopped. The city grew quiet. And then, the melody began. An old woman froze in the middle of the street. Her eyes widened. "No, it can't be." A businessman lowered his phone. A smile slowly appeared on his face. "I remember this song." Two childhood friends, standing on opposite sides of the city, suddenly looked toward the tower. Both remembered the same summer evening, the same laughter, the same festival lights, the same feeling of belonging. Across the city, memories awakened, not because of magic, not because of spells, but because of a song people thought they had forgotten. For a few precious minutes, the city slowed down. Parents spoke to their children, friends called old friends, strangers smiled at one another, and for the first time in years, people looked up. Hidden deep inside the clock tower was a small brass plate. Most would never see it. Upon it were engraved a few simple words. Time is not measured by the hours we keep, but by the moments we share. The melody would play only once each year, yet every time it did, the city remembered, not just the festival, not just the past, but each other. And though few people spoke his name anymore, the Clockmaster's final gift continued to bring the city together, year after year, long after he was gone. The end.